This is 757 Saturday Sports Talk with Matt Hatfield on ESPN Radio 94.1.
That music means football is right around the corner, just a couple Thursdays away from the first game. Matt Hatfield here alongside the coach Ed Young and Richie Summerville, other side of the glass. And we're going to do our AFC over-unders today. We'll do the NFC over-unders next week. Yeah, that first game coming up in 2 Thursdays, Ed. Texans and Chiefs here. And in fact, we have that on ESPN Radio 94.1, do we not? Maybe? Yeah, we will. We'll have that game. So let's start it off, guys. We'll go with the AFC in order of how they finished by division last year. AFC East, they won 12 games a year ago. And Ed, I'll let you start it off. The Patriots' total is 9. You going over or under? 9 for Bill Belichick and the crew.
It's going to be a very different Patriot team. Some people sitting out. No Brady, no Gronkowski. I am going to say, I think they get 10. I'm going to give them a yes.
Going to go over, Richie.
Over.
Yeah, I just can't see them not winning double figures, so I got to go 10. Yeah, over.
I'll be the contrarian. Everybody else in this building will hate me for doing it. I'm going to go under. I think this is the year. I don't know if they're going to tank and be the team that gets Trevor Lawrence, but I think they're just going to finish under it. So I'm going to go under there. So there you have it. All right, Richie, you're up first for the Bills, who won 10 games a year ago. Their total this season is 9.
Do we have a choice of going even?
You can go push. Yeah,
I'm going to go with a push on that one. That sounds about right.
With the push there. All right, I'm up Bills 9 there. Boy, I think it might be pushed as well. But you know what? I'm going to go just a shade under it and go 8-8 for them. Under. Ed?
You took my thunder. I was going to say 8.
And for those keeping track at home, last year Ed beat me in the football. I beat him in the baseball. We didn't do baseball together this year. I think it was Hightower and me for the abbreviated on the 757 at 6. And we'll give you those when the baseball season concludes. So Richie goes push. I go under 9 in the total. What do you got, over or under?
I'm going to go under.
Under for the Bills. All right, I'm up first for the New York Football Jets. They won 7 last year, and the total is 7 again this year. You know what? They might get to 8-8. I'll go crazy and say over for them. Over for the Jets. Ed? They did have local flavor, but no more. Trenton Cannon, who was out of Kickotan with them, is now with the Carolina Panthers.
See, that's a team I need to see. Who's their
Their schedule? Well, we only have 9 minutes in the show, so you're going to have to just...
I got to go.
What are the odds? What's the over-under? We get all 16 teams in the AFC in before the idea of 10.
I'm going to go under.
Pull it off.
I'm going to
go under for the Jets. Opposite me, Richie. You break the tie here.
Under. Seeing as they had to sign Dante Moncrief this morning, that tells me under.
All right. Last one in the AFC East. Our buddy Jim Bowles says Miami Dolphins, who won 5 games. They've got Tua, and they've raised the total to 6.5. Ed, boy, 6.5 for Miami. Dan Marino's not playing, but they got Tua.
Yeah, but he's not in no lifesaver. He'll be hurt by 3rd game. Under.
That's an easy one for me, too. What do you think, Richie?
I'm going to go over.
Ooh, he goes over for the 6.5 for the Dolphins. I'm going to go under. I think they could maybe be improved and get to 5-11. Not maybe a record, not show at 6-10, but I just don't quite see it happening for them. All right, up first now as we move from the AFC East to the AFC North. Richie, the rival of your team, and they've got a guy we talked about last week, got a Kings Fork High, Chuck Clark, the Baltimore Ravens, who won 14 games last year. The total was 11.5 this year.
I think you got to go over. 11.5, that sounds pretty easy.
I think they're going to go over as well. I think they're going to get to at least 12. I don't know if they'll quite get to 14 again, but they're the cream of the crop with Lamar Jackson and Clark basically cementing himself on that defense. Earl Thomas is gone, got the distraction away. I'm going over. Make it a sweep. That's a sweep there for the over-under with the Ravens. Pittsburgh Steelers. You're up, or I'm up first, right? Yeah, I'm up first for the Pittsburgh Steelers. The total is 9.5 for them. Last year they won 8 games. I think because I'm not quite trusting the Browns and Bengals yet, I'm going to go over for them. I think they can get to 10. Might be, who knows if this is Mike Tomlin's last year there or not, but I'm going to go over for them.
Because of the hook, I'll go under and say they get 9.
Ooh, he goes under for Steelers at 9 there. Rich, Ed, you break the tie. I'm going over. Richie goes under 9.5.
I love my Steelers too.
You're the only guy that loves the Steelers and the Raiders, by the way. That is so
I'm the only one.
Opposite.
I'm going to go 10. I'm going to go over 10.
Goes over. All right. Next up, we have the Cleveland Browns 6-10 a season ago. 8.5 is the total. What do you think, Richie?
Over.
Richie goes over for the Browns at 8.5. Ed?
I say under. I think they're going to win 8. I think they go 8-8.
I'm just not buying Baker Mayfield just yet. I'm thinking 7-9, 8-8. I'm going to go under as well. All right, the Cincinnati Bengals 2-14 a season ago, 5.5 is the total. By the way, I feel like a total dope picking them as an over last year. It was one of my worst overs. I'm going to do it against Cincinnati. I got faith in you getting to 6-10 only because of Andrew Brown, who I hear is doing really well in camp, by the way, out of Oscar Smith High and Chesapeake. They just squeak it over at 5.5. Ed?
Me?
Yeah.
Now, this is a team I think I did sneak a look at their schedule. I don't know why I did it because I'm not a Bengal fan. I'd say under 5 wins.
All right, Richie, break the tie.
Under
for Cincinnati. Mean and angry Cincinnati Bengals. All right, that brings us now to the AFC South division. And last year, the division winner, the Houston Texans at 10-6. 7.5 is the total, Richie.
Who's this again?
Houston Texans.
Houston, 7.5. I got to say over.
Over. All right. Ed?
Over.
They lost a lot in the offseason, but
they still got Watson.
They still got Watson. They still got Watt. I think they get to 8-8. I'm going to go over, make it a sweep there. Moving right along here, at Tennessee Titans 9-7 last year. 8.5 is the total for the team that lost in the AFC Championship game. Are they going over or under 8.5, Ed?
Under.
Under, says Ed. Richie?
8.
Over.
Over? Boy. I got a hunch they're going to be an over as well. I'm going to go over there. All right, I'm up first here for the Colts. 7-9 last year. The total is 9 this year. I don't think they get there. I'm going under. Richie?
Under.
Make it a sweep bet, or are you going over for the 9 for the Colts?
No, I'm looking at 8.
Yeah, I don't think they got Andrew Luck or Peyton Manning playing quarterback this year. The Jaguars 6-10 last year. Ed, 4.5 is the total.
Ooh.
It's very low.
I think they win. I think they can win 6, but that's still under. No,
that'd be over.
That's over.
I'm going over.
You're going to go over, Richie?
Over.
I think they're the worst team in the AFC. I'm going to go under. I do not like their makeup of their roster. And
you don't like Gardner, huh?
No, I'm not. I'm not a Jaguars fan right now this year. I feel. And by the way, I still am not completely sold on Doug Marrone. Not completely sold on him. So
all right, this is speed round now time because we got 3 minutes left.
All right, AFC West Division, the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs, 12 wins last year. Derek Minotti on the roster out of Ocean Lakes High in Virginia Beach. The total is 11.5. Who's up first? You, Ed?
Over.
Over 11.5. Richie?
Over.
I think it's over as well. Like the Ravens, I think it's a no-brainer here. All right, Richie, the Broncos 7-9 last year. They were. The total is 7.5.
Over.
I think they're improved too. I think I'll go over as well. Make it a sweep bet, or do you say under? The
I say 7 wins under.
He goes under. All right. The Las Vegas Raiders now with Raekwon McMillan, right? Yeah, 7 is the total. Last year they won. The over/under is 7.5 for them. Sorry, yet I'm going under.
What did they win last year? 7.
And the total 7.5 this year. John Gruden might be going back to the Monday Night Booth if it doesn't turn it around soon here.
Yeah, I'm not. It's my team, but I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to say 8-8.
Oh, over. Richie, break the tie here.
Yeah, maybe the new location helps even without fans. I'll say over.
Okay. And then the last one with Tyrod Taylor, who you heard earlier in the show, out of Hampton High. They were 5-11 a season ago. We'll see how long he starts the season. They got a rookie knocking on the door. 7.5 is the total. What do you say, Ed, for the Chargers?
I go first again?
Well, Richie goes first. Go ahead.
Under and way under.
Way under. Ooh. Ed?
Under.
I want to say over for Tyrod's sake, but I think he's going to be out by game 10 because they're going to put the rookie in, and I think it's going to be I'm agreeing. I'm going under. I don't think they're going to have a big year. So there.
When you said 7.5, I was thinking it was going to be 5. I mean,
yeah, that's a high total in that division, which is maybe if not the best in football, it's one of the better divisions because the Broncos were showing signs of improvement, and certainly the Raiders have some talent there. They just can't get it all together at times, and they got to keep Carr healthy. So.
All right, you guys got 70 seconds.
All right, we got it done. The AFC over-unders, we'll post them in a little sheet on the Twitter feed later for folks to check them out and see how right or wrong we were later on when the football season is done. And that'll do it. We thank all our guests today. We had on Mario Mullen, the new head basketball coach of the Ocean Lakes Dolphins. We had the head football coach of the Atlantic Shore Seahawks on in one Wayne Lance. And also, can't forget about Pete Medhurst for Richie Summerville, Other Side of the Glass. I'm Matt Hatfield. You, sir, are?
I'm the coach, Ed Young. It was great to be back.
We'll do it again next week in September right here on 757 Saturday Sports Talk on your home for sports, pro, college, local, and high school. We have you covered with it all, wall to wall on ESPN Radio 94.1.